We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you guys a stock that when I first mentioned it over at the Patreon, and I even discussed it here on the second half of the videos on YouTube as an opportunity to keep a close eye on, it was actually showing upside potential based off analysis ratings of nearly 50% plus, and where it currently sits, it's reached that level, and it still seems based off analysis ratings at that time from the highest point of analysis ratings that there's a 20% upside beyond where it's at now. And I'm going to share with you guys all the reasons why this stock is definitely one you want to be aware of, and it's looking like a great opportunity if it even pulls back and creates an even larger opportunity to the upside over time. But before we look at it and everything about it, I want to share with you guys the opportunities I mentioned on Friday morning over at the Discord, and that's something you can gain access to as well by joining the Patreon and Discord link down below. Let's look at that, and we're going to talk about a stock you definitely want to be aware of that is creating opportunity as I speak. So the 2 home runs I mentioned this morning over at the Discord were phenomenal. It was a great way to end the week and a great way to end the month, right? The last weekend before the month transitioning into September next week. It was spectacular, guys. If this is something you want to become part of, I would like to invite you to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So here we are with NURO, one of the stocks I mentioned, CEMI, RNXT, and TAOP. This was our worst performer, and CEMI was our worst performer, giving 10% plus at its highest point. This gave jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%. But our 2 home runs, we're going to go ahead and look at them here on the chart. They were spectacular, guys. So here we are with NURO, and this jumped up in the pre-market, right? Pretty fast, a 3 to 5% when we started watching it, pulled back down and took off a nice 20% plus in a matter of minutes. Then it sat sideways and took off to a highest point of 60% plus in the day, guys. This was phenomenal. Now, RNX was our second home run of the day, and it gave us a highest point of 20% plus in a matter of 5 minutes, guys. And this is what we look for. Opportunities daily. If this is something that interests you, you're more than welcome to join us. We look forward to having you join us. And it's not just about the stocks I watch that creates value in this community, if not the community itself that you can become part of today, guys. Let's jump into these charts. So the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list is AFRM, Affirm Holdings Inc. And this is definitely one you want to pay close attention to for a pullback, because things are right now a little bit too exciting, too much speculation going on. If it continues to soar and it makes sense, well then, as an investor, you'll make your own rational decisions. And I'm going to share with you guys when was the first time I talked about Affirm Holdings and why this stock always made sense to me. Because if you have actually seen the platform of Walmart.com, you will see that Affirm Holdings is there as a pay later type of source. And I just always knew it being on that platform was going to be enough for it to expand. And this expansion that just came out, which is big news for the company, has made an even bigger game changer. I mean, like anything that partners up with this company or does anything on its platform or announces anything like that, it just creates a whole new open door of revenue and opportunity. So let's go ahead and look at when I first mentioned Affirm Holdings. So this is back on May 16th. I talked about CLOV as well. That was a little bit before it's shooting up to $28. So this is the perks of actually being in the Patreon. You get to know about stocks before things happen, not during them happening, right? I do the videos to update everyone on, support levels, resistance levels, my opinions, my thoughts. But if you really want to know what's going on before everything happens, that's the opportunity you get by being part of a community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So I talked about Affirm Holdings, and it IPO'd for $49 a share, and it was actually getting really close to it. It had fallen a little bit below it, right? In those lows here of $47. That's what I was watching for closely, because I was going to look for it to retest that bottom or get close to it or possibly break through it. The lowest that it got after me mentioning it was $48, and ever since that bottom, it took off to the upside, hit the 70s, pulled back down towards the 50s, and has taken off nearly double. Let's go ahead and look here at the whole entire analysis ratings at the time of me mentioning this stock back in May. So the low point was 67, the average was 78, and the high was 93. If we go here to Affirm Holdings chart, it was sitting pretty close to the average, to the lows, and the highs got broken through after hours when this news broke out that we're about to read about. And this is a stock that definitely was showing opportunity from the start, and especially low in the 40s and close to IPO pricing. If I zoom out here, you can actually see that same week, right? 46 shot up to the 50s and came back down to 47, came back down to 48, and ever since that has been the lows right there. That was the best time to be aware of this stock back in May, between May 10th all the way to May 19th. And I mentioned it May 16th, right? Or 17th as I see it here. May 16th was the date at 2 p.m. So if you want to get live access to the stocks I watch before things happen, that's the goal. Because that's the same thing we did with CLOV. That's the same thing that we do with ChargePoint. That's the same thing we did with Skills from $12 to $24, $27. I mean, we do it endless times, right? The goal is to consistently do this, and it's all about timing and execution. I talk about it all the time, and you'll become part of a learning and growing community. So here we are with Affirm Holdings, and I'm going to share with you guys why this happened and why this is huge and why I would be watching this stock for a pullback unless it makes sense that volatility is pushing it to the upside. So let's look at the news here. So Affirm Holdings skyrockets 40% on a single day on news that Amazon to partner with buy now pay later fintech company. This is a huge move because they're in Walmart and Amazon now, right? And this is something that can go ahead and allow Affirm to become credible to be in many other platforms. And the more platforms it reaches, the bigger the opportunity is going to be for this stock to expand. Why? Because this is a buy now pay later fintech company that actually saves people money because of the fact of their rates. Okay, a lot of people buy now on credit cards and pay later and get caught up with debt that has almost 15-20% interest rates. With them, their rates are a lot less, and that's something that's interesting, and it's changing the way people purchase things, but also the way people get themselves into debt when they're purchasing now and paying later. It's a big deal. Affirm Holdings has a huge market to address, and it's going to expand explosively actually, and this is going to change the way people shop and buy and sell and everything, because as this goes into Amazon, Walmart, and many different e-commerce platforms, it's going to be a game changer for these companies. This is huge, and I am not going to rush, right? Looking at this stock right now, it's all about looking at where it's going to settle, or is it going to consolidate? Is there going to be a little bit more speculation beyond where it sits, and maybe it could be an opportunity for a quick scalp or something? As an investor, you're going to have to rationalize. But me, I've been watching this one since the 40s and 50s. I've loved it at that area. I mentioned it since May, and that was the best opportunity so far in the charts for an opportunity. Now, it's the time to analyze this stock, do more research on it for those that are finding out about it now, and trying to get the best cost basis before this company continues to explode. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.